You've done a complete loop at the police station. Any reason for that?
So is that the question?
Yes.
Do I answer questions?
Do you mind start, George? Do you mind just what we've got? So my concerns, and I'm just going to, for the purpose of this recording, you've gone around the whole perimeter of this building. You've identified cameras, you've identified doors, you've identified unmarked police cars, you've identified marked police cars, you've looked in police cars, and you've looked at cameras, and you've recorded that for 33 minutes. That is really suspicious. Would you agree?
Is this a question, Sergeant?
It is. So what is your name? I can't. A bit unpolite to just.
Good citizen. Good citizen. Please call me good citizen.
Good citizen. Is that suspicious? Good citizen.
Is this a question, Sergeant?
It is good citizen. Yes.
Do I ask a question, Sergeant? Actually,
I actually find this really funny.
So lucky.
If I was stopped under the Terrorism Act, I wouldn't find it funny.
I find it strange because of committing a crime.
I didn't say you committed a crime, but what I said to you, the reason why you've been stopped, I've explained numerous times, you were acting suspiciously.
Have been cordial with you? I've exercised my rights.
So, do you think criminals are courteous with us before they get arrested? It's got nothing to do with you being courteous. I appreciate you being courteous, as we have been to you.
Yes, we're doing this. I don't agree with what you're doing.
That's returned as well. Just to see what's in a deleted file as well.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Why are you filming here?
Sorry, who are you, madam?
Why are you filming?
Who are you, madam? Who are you?
Why are you filming?
So, but who? I didn't get who are you.
Why are you filming the door?
Sorry, you asked me the same question.
Yeah?
If you tell me who you are, then maybe we can speak.
We can speak.
Yeah, we can speak. Who are you? But who are you?
George,
Rebecca.
when
Oh,
they
Rebecca,
phone
sorry.
back,
And are you
from
a
my
police
knowledge,
officer?
could you...
Okay, if secure, there is nothing to worry about, right? Why? Oh, why?
Do you not understand?
So all I would say
can
to you
also-
is, you've complained about it being 33
why?
degrees.
Is it a
Prior to me stopping you, you've been stopped by 2 or 3 other officers, and you still chose to stand outside here.
I can't. I shouldn't be.
So
but
why
I
are you still standing outside the police
Is this
station
what
when
you're
it's 33 degrees for 33 minutes?
Yeah, there is a reason, yeah.
Is this a question, Sergeant?
I'm an independent journalist.
You know it's a question.
Do I ask a question, Sergeant?
And I'm gathering some people.
Sometimes,
You answering this one?
Is this a question?
Yes.
Actually, you got me a few times. You're good.
Thank you.
I take you.
I appreciate that. I've been doing this a long time.
By the way, do you know which book you should read, maybe?
I don't read.
so I'm just going to explain what's on the video from my body worn. So when my colleagues in the counter-terrorism unit look at this, they know what I'm looking at. You're now filming Whitehall, which appears to me Whitehall, where you've got military soldiers and you have armed police officers, and you are filming soldier at the moment. It's just for the tape. So not only are you looking at police officers who are at risk to terrorism and attack, you're also looking at military, which is also, if anything, more of a risk to attack. Any reason why that is the case?
Is this a question, Sergeant?
You know it is.
Do you answer questions?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. How can I get a copy of the body cam footage?
Just request it.
Create access request?
Yeah.
And how do I do that? Is it London Med site or?
It's all online.
Alright, so
It's easy.
I'm definitely gonna get a copy of body cams.
Any reason why you're filming soldiers?
Is this a question, Sergeant? I don't answer questions.
Do you know what questions are? Because that's
I
clearly
don't
a
answer
question.
questions. I don't answer questions.
Oh, another police car. Fascination with police cars. And just for this tape, so you're now filming New Scotland Yard and the Ministry of Defence building.
A fantastic day. Good citizen here. Back again with another video.
I'm being detained by them, right?
You are detained.
I'm
Detained under
yeah.
section 4.
Sure, still detained.
Unfortunately, because you haven't given us your details, it takes us longer to do our checks.
Take your time,
As I
Sergeant.
explained to you,
Take your time, Sergeant.
I just thought you seemed concerned that you were still being detained.
Go in.
Yeah, I'm concerned.
So just for the tape again, you're filming New Scotland Yard, the security gates, you're really close up to them, you're looking at the mechanism, very suspicious.
Is it illegal, Sergeant?
all culminated together. Hostile reconnaissance.
Is it illegal?
Hostile reconnaissance is illegal. We don't know what this is.
Preparation for terrorist attack is illegal. Very serious offence, arrestable offence.
You've got to understand, if someone's walking down the road with a ladder, that's not an offence. If they plan to put that ladder up against the wall, climb up and go through someone's window, burn their house, that is. Do you understand? So a simple act taken on its own may not be seen as being an offence, but depending on how the mindset is, then yeah, they could be committing an offence. It's that simple. And I'm prepared to take people to a ladder, let alone you filming police buildings repeatedly. So think about that question.
For my body worn, you've just zoomed in on the security hut at New Scotland Yard, security guard, cameras, etc. For my body worn. And you're now looking at the Ministry of Defence building.
I think you should start a YouTube channel and these explanations what's going on. You're gonna get lots of views.
Yeah, there's more to life than YouTube.
And you're now at Downing Street filming the armed officers and the gates and the security.
Hey, see the video where I was filming London Eye?
Sorry, sir?
See the video I was filming London Eye? It's a good one.
I'm sure I'll get to it.
Is it a good one?
I don't know.
Is it a good video?
Alright, just
You just said we should see it.
Yeah?
Why?
This is a question.
Why should
No
we see
questions.
it? I don't answer.
So just for my purpose to take, you're also filming the Treasury and filming the security measures in place at the Treasury, where ministers go in with vehicles.
I'm not sure if you can read it. It says
It's
Nelson
my box
Mandela.
is still seized.
At the moment, you are detained for a search.
And the box is seized.
Part of that is a search of the bag, yes. Why are you asking that, sir? That is a question if you want to ask it or not. I'm being courteous to answer your questions. I'd like to think you might answer some of mine.
Doesn't work like that.
Sorry?
Doesn't work like that.
Okay.
It's a criminal offense. This is a protected site under Section 128 of the Serious Organized Crime and Police Act.
Some good evidence there for yourself.
Remain with the escort any time.
You're now filming House of Parliament, armed officers, unarmed officers, security measures, where a police officer was shot, where a police officer was stabbed in my body wound. Do you see how our suspicion is right?
They detained me
Yeah.
under Section 43.
That's the...
You saw me, right? You saw me. They detained me under Section 43. They searched me.
So we're a counter-terrorism team, that's our job. We search people who are acting suspiciously around borders. And I'm explaining to you for the purpose of the tape. I've explained to you why, explain who I am, we're part of a counter-terrorism team. That's what we look for, people carrying out hostile recon, which in my opinion I think you are doing.
It's not a joke. You act like you've won a prize. You haven't won anything. No one's impressed.
Yeah, there are
Sir, so
five,
do you watch
six
YouTube videos of the police?
police officer. Sorry? There's some officers over there.
For my body worn, you've walked around the House of Parliament, you're zooming in on armed officers and entry and exit points.
Really good citizen. Imagine who's going to look on YouTube and maybe use this to plan things. If it's not you, someone else. Really good work.
Found out the red.
Really good recon.
So they have a couple of them.
Is this my director this week?
Don't know why.
106.
Is this one you're talking about? 218-186.
Slowly
Yeah,
but
cheers.
surely making our way. Yeah, let's see what's going on there.
Stand up for me. Fully.
Very busy today.
It's a beautiful day.
How old are you
It's an
now?
amazing day outside.
Sorry, so
How old are you now?
is this a question?
No, I wouldn't want refused, so I'm waiting for you to refuse to answer it.
There's
old are you now?
bunch of
How old are you
people
now?
Is this a question?
there.
I've put refused on everything else, I'm just waiting for you to refuse it. So, how
I'll
old
ask
are
a
you now?
question.
There you go, thank you.
This gives us more grounds for our suspicions.
There you go.
It's alright, I needed you to refuse it so I could write refuse. If I hadn't have asked, I couldn't write refuse, could I? Make sense?
Understood.
Hello
There you go,
everybody.
understood.
What was your
I hope you're having
What was your reference to London Eyes? I've seen it and I can't see anything.
citizen
So you
here.
don't like that video?
Back again with another video.
I'm not here to like him, sir.
I'm super excited to be out at the London Eye. Myself is a pure tourist. Anywhere I go,
Gonna file
I really like it, to be honest. I mean, I like this kind of sightseeing.
against the police
Just
station.
walk out. The weather is absolutely fantastic today. It's going to be above 30 degrees probably.
Cheers, George.
We may
expect
even
this beautiful
a little
day.
bit of naked. Oh, look at me. Almost completely naked. But yeah, so
Time did you leave home this morning?
yeah.
It's just a question, Sergeant.
I can work it
I
out
understood
here.
it was a question.
Yeah, I can work it out here now, don't worry. I've got all the times on here.
What a question is.
It's more so for my camera, to be honest.
So you didn't ask me questions.
I did ask you, but you're not,
Actually,
you're
you're
not
not
asking.
speaking with your viewers.
What time
to
did
the
you
body
leave
cam.
home this morning, sir?
To your body camera asking. Oh, sorry. Alright.
It's just there's quite a lot still. I'm just going to have a quick look for the last few just to make sure there's nothing. So, I'll explain in a minute.
Wow, look at this place. What is
Now-
this building?
You're now, I think, at the Shell building on the South Bank, and you're talking to security, asking them questions, and you're looking at the vehicle mitigation system around it and the access points. We have another cash and transit van, which you said wasn't yours.
Violating my rights.
For purpose of my body worn, a second video of the cash and transit, which you were filmed 4.5 minutes. You're filming the staff getting out.
If you apologize.
And another video of the cash and transit.
You keep asking is what I've done an offence, but what you've got to understand is the current world we live in, people have done exactly what you've done and used that information to commit offences. In fact, that you think it's funny in regards to your actions, and you don't think about the fearful in their work. I think that's terrible. And I don't think you're really thinking about your actions. You're thinking about yourself. You're not really thinking about the actions that has on other people. The current climate we're living in, it's a terrible situation to live in. To think that people are out there hoping to hurt other people, and you seem to be exploiting that for fun.
Do you know what?
But that's your choice.
That's your opinion, right?
Well, I'd say you seem to be exploiting that for fun.
Do you know
Yeah,
what?
so
do you
that's
know
what you choose to do.
Do you know what the issue is?
So, sorry to interrupt you, Just for my body one, you now appear to be filming the Jewish community from a vehicle, potentially covertly, just for my personal body one.
So do you know what is sad? It's people abusing their powers and preventing members of the public to peacefully exercise their rights to film on public and publicly accessible areas. So you abuse my right.
I agree with that, but we're not stopping you filming. We're investigating to make sure you're
You
not.
stop me!
No,
You
listen.
took my
Wait up.
phone,
Let me
you
finish.
search me,
Sir, I listened to
you treat
everything
me
you
like
said.
terrorist.
I listened to no one's treating you like a terrorist.
I'm a
I've listened to
journalist.
everything you've just said, but the thing is, we need to investigate things, don't we? For public safety. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, investigating.
We're
You
investigating.
detain me. You detain me.
Yes.
You
Whilst-
insert me.
whilst we
You violated my
investigate.
rights. You violated my rights.
To be searched is violating.
Yeah,
your rights.
exactly. Exactly. You searched me.
But that's
I
because
didn't
you've done
agree.
action that has deemed us to search you to make sure that
I've done-
to try and
I've committed
ascertain
no
what you're
crime,
doing.
sir. I've committed no crime.
As I said, until we know what's going on, we don't know what you're planning
So I'm
to do.
guilty until proven otherwise. Is this what you're saying?
No, I never said guilty.
Exactly.
I said it's been
Because
investigated.
You search me. You seize my phone.
To
You're
deal-
going through my
yeah, to
phone.
deal
You're
exactly
threatening
what
me.
your plan
You're
was.
threatening me with arrest. I'm detained now. I'm not.
You were never threatened with arrest, actually.
He threatened me to take my
No,
phone. That's why I unlocked it. Otherwise,
That's not arrest, though, is it?
well,
No,
he
no,
said
but
I might be. He said I might be.
I said it was a possibility you could arrest it. It wasn't because of the fact of your phone.
Is it a vandal?
Yeah, is that where we go for?
Yes.
Yes.
How did you find COVID? Sir,
Well, my passport.
how did you find COVID? You were positive for COVID by the looks of it? How did you find it?
Very good investigator. Figure it out.
So I got the data, I just wondered how you found COVID. Right, let's see when this is back from. Where's your accent from, sir?
Is this a question?
It is. '18th of June, was you flying to the UK or leaving the UK?
More questions.
There is, lots of questions.
Happy or sad?
About what?
You're smiling and shaking your head. Are you both?
You will be pleased to know I have got to the end of your photographs. One lot. More cash and transit vans. Metropolitan Police website.
Can I see?
It's your phone, you have that back.
Let's forget about it.
That location's really nice. That place is beautiful.
It was on the 24th of June. He was on the Met Police Twitter site looking at police officers.
What happened with the search paper?
Adds to our suspicion.
I'm going to forewarn you, this is going to be a question I'm going to ask you. Do many people look at your YouTube site? I don't know how it works. Do a lot of people look at that?
You can subscribe and you can see.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to be one of my followers?
Do I have to subscribe to look at the stuff?
No.
Okay.
I'll answer one question for you.
You did, thank you.
I've worked out you like fitness and cats and police stations.
Three things.
Does this raise your suspicion?
I like those three things as well.
Police stations does. Yeah.
What about cats? If it was dogs, cats are cool. Happy with that?
It's your personal opinion, sir.
I prefer dogs.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Sorry this is taking so long, I'm just making sure that there's so much footage here that there's nothing that's going to...
Wait for the lawsuit. Wait for the lawsuit. It's coming your way.
I don't think you can check delete your files on here.
Pardon?
I don't think you can check delete your files.
So if you go into the pictures,
To the gym. To the gym.
pictures.
Gym pictures.
So what's this one? So is there only one file? There's not albums?
No, that's, I've done all those now.
Albums. So is there one recently
No.
deleted?
No, it doesn't tell you. Stories.
So how do I obtain the footage? So what reference I use?
What's this thing do? Is that just the whole home thing?
This one, yeah.
Front office is over there, right?
So it would be.
I'm gonna go and do it now.
They're usually civilian stuff. There's a chance they may not know.
Oh, well, you can't see,
Maybe
can't see
something-
it.
they may not
Maybe it's
know it,
different
there may be
from an
something-
iPhone.
Yeah, so I've got Samsung, I've not got any.
Obviously, I've never had to write off to the police to obtain footage.
Understood. Understood.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it's not something that we'd be trained in terms of what to do. But
Understood.
I'm sure it's something you can look up online.
I'm gonna go to the front counter and ask them how to obtain the footage. Are you done with my phone?
No, no, no.
No, yet, not yet.
Not yet. So. Oh, sir.
Do some work, but now so we're chatting here, having a nice time.
What do you work as?
Say, hey, why not? Why not?
So you've had a nice time with us, Scott. It's good to know.
Do you have anything you'd like to ask while you've got us here?
How to obtain the body cam footage?
Alright, well that's been explained, isn't it? It will be online. You can inquire at the front counter. You can find out online. It's very straightforward. Might even be a YouTube video. I don't know. Probably is.
So using my phone to get details, or you're searching for crime?
I'm using under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. I'm looking at your photographs.
For crime purposes, not for
No, not for
identification
crime.
purposes.
Under Section 43, we have the power to search your phone
For what?
to look at your photographs to see if you're carrying out any hostile recon or acts of
But
terrorism.
you try to obtain my details.
There's no try. You know, looking at your photos, right? We've not gone into emails, messages, personal items. All right. The whole purpose was you're filming, you're taking pictures. That's what we look at.
Anyway,
As I explained, sir, if you'd been willing to give us your details before, it might have sped up this procedure.
but you prefer to violate my rights.
You're not violating your rights. You are detained, but
You hear from
Thank you.
Is my body and water still seized?
You are still detained.
Still detained.
All the
Everything.
extras, all the extra safety measures are still in place. Oh, thank you.
Being as quick as I can, but I do need to just make sure I'm happy with your photographs. It's probably not linked, but
Going to run those details past Pete.
yeah, I was just going to say there's one other one I was after, mate. I just want to.
Stand by.
That's not the same one.
Es muy antigua, ¿eh? Bueno, muy antigua. Ya te digo, es un conflicto.
So, we've got that one, which I think is probably the one, AHMABD, JEBUN, but we've also got no date of birth. Then there's also that one with that name twice, and then that one too.
Do you want to do that? Because that's a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
To me. Apologies.
Just hold that one, mate.
And you know what's actually bad? Sergeant is ignorant in uniform. Because some of the lower ranking officers, they are not.
What's the issue, sorry?
So I was saying the issue with all of these circus, right? It's even worse because he's the sergeant, right? And he's ignorant of public photography. And if it's some of the low-ranking officers, sure, I mean, yeah, they're uneducated, but with the sergeant, it's particularly bad.
But what I don't get is what's happened
Public
is
photography.
you've been seen taking pictures, and in order to ascertain whether the photos are of a particular nature, you've been detained, a power's been given, and then we're using that power to look at your phone. I don't understand what you don't get.
have to have reasonable grounds to suspect that I'm a terrorist. Because using Section 42 of Terrorism Act, you
Yeah.
have to have reasonable grounds. Filming from public, or saying on the public property,
But
peacefully.
during this time, you've also then looked in police windows. Wait. But if you don't deem that action
Before that.
to ascertain what else you could have filmed,
So,
'cause we've seen you
so
possibly-
Your grounds are, so what are your grounds? Your grounds are that I was filming.
the grounds was all
from
all
public.
given to
So
you
the grounds are I was filming on public. That's it.
on public.
On public place. So I was.
Yeah, you're filming from a public place, but
That's it. You have nothing else.
But you were still filming the keypad, you were filming the door, where vehicles coming in
I
and
can
out.
film anything I can see.
You can, and no one's saying you can't.
And
But
you
what-
use the Section
and no
43.
one's saying you can't. But then
Using
what we're
Section
doing is,
43.
with investigation, ascertaining what else you filmed and what else you possibly have
And
filmed.
use your power for section, abuse your powers, abuse section 42.
It's using power.
You know,
You have to exercise how you use it. So if you're filming keypads, what's the reason?
And you were spoken to first in regards to that.
Do you have internet? Can you check London Metropolitan Police policy about filming? Can you do it? Google it now.
Yeah,
Google it now. and you see.
but no one's told you you can't film. What we're doing is investigating what you're filming. And you were spoken to, and you said,
You're violating your own policy.
you said, I'm an independent
Journalist.
journalist. And then you said, I'm doing story. Also, you were spoken to. It wasn't straight jump out, we're doing 43. You were spoken to, and the information that you gave didn't seem to add up.
Independent journalist.
Independent journalist, and then you said you were doing a story.
You
You were asked what story, and then you said
You're
just a
violating
story.
your own policy.
Do you understand? So there was no.
London Metropolitan Policy
So
about
these were
filming.
questions investigating what you were actually doing,
London.
and you were
London
deliberately
Metropolitan Police.
vague in giving answers.
I don't have to answer to you.
Fair enough, you don't.
Yeah. And you then abuse your power.
But then that could lead to further investigation to try and
You
ascertain
abuse
what
your
you're
power.
doing.
You
Do
have
you understand?
check-
Do you understand that?
Check Google. London Metropolitan Police policy about photography.
You said that.
Check it.
Yeah.
And then
And
not
what about
violate
our
your
policy on
policy.
people filming keypads? Do we just ignore it? Oh, it's all right.
Why do you have
He's
a
not
policy?
going to try and get in and kill police
You have a
officers.
policy. You're
He's
violating
fine.
your own policy.
He's fine.
You're violating
He's
your own
friendly.
policy.
He won't do that. He's friendly.
You're violating your policy.
Absolute nonsense is what you're saying.
You're violating your policy.
No, we're not. We're exercising our powers
You are.
very well. Other officers are not doing a good job. We're doing a good job. You should be happy.
Google the
You should
policy.
be happy.
Google the policy, sir.
We're doing a great job. You should be
Yeah,
happy.
you're doing a great job. Absolutely.
should be happy.
Absolutely. That's why you're
Keeping
gonna get a
the
lawsuit.
public safe.
That's why you're gonna get a
Well,
lawsuit.
if it comes, and we will deal with that.
Oh,
I'm
no,
not going to
the
lose sleep
taxpayers.
over it.
The
I'm
taxpayers
not
are
going
going
to
to
lose
pay.
sleep
You're
over
not going to
it.
pay. I mean, come on. The taxpayers are going to pay. That's the thing.
Is that your plan? To get payment? Is that what you're trying to get today?
Is this a question?
Well, I don't know how to explain to you what a question is.
Yes,
We've asked you many. I think you know when you've been asked a question because you give that response. Okay, so it's not funny anymore, really. This isn't a game. I've told you that already.
You've been detaining for
We've
so
asked you
long.
why you're here. We asked you what the purpose of any of what you're doing is. Is it to get payment out of police? Is it to attack police?
I don't
Is it
have
to
answer
assist
questions.
terrorists?
I don't answer any questions. I
Don't
don't
answer
any
questions.
questions. I
No,
answer
it's
questions.
best
No,
if you don't, isn't
yeah,
it?
it-
It's best if you
yeah,
don't
I think so,
cooperate.
yeah.
It makes everyone's lives easier.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why you're gonna get lawsuit because
Yeah,
you're doing a great job.
lawsuit.
You're doing a great job.
You're gonna get a lawsuit.
You're gonna get a
lawsuit. Don't take the public. Ignore people filming keypads because you might get a lawsuit. Don't do your job. You might get a lawsuit.
Yeah, great job.
Yeah. Don't search people's
That's
bags.
fine, mate.
I get a lawsuit.
Great job.
We'll be scared to do our jobs, yeah, in case of lawsuits. That's the best way to police
You're
London.
doing a
isn't
great
it?
job.
Would you like
Great
that?
job.
Maybe we should run the police.
You're a great job.
Maybe we should run the police.
You're doing a great job.
You know what
Sarge,
to do.
careful, don't walk on the road.
We'll just ignore everything. That's how you police London. Ignore everything. I'll take your advice and not get
Yeah,
lawsuits.
and abuse people's rights.
Yeah, absolutely. We do that, don't we?
You like, yeah, absolutely, you like doing that.
Yeah. We'll just ignore things instead.
Yeah, just abuse the rights.
Yeah.
Yeah. Treat everybody as terrorists.
There's no use.
Forget about the journalists.
You have your own narrative. You clearly don't like police. You
Don't
have your own
care.
narrative.
Don't care.
It seems you want payment. I don't know what it is. But you've been friendly. That's one plus point. You've been friendly.
Culture, yeah, I mean,
It's made my day, the cordiality.
you're just abusing the power. That's it.
You keep saying it doesn't make it
That's
true.
why, that's why, I
You
think,
keep saying
that's why,
it doesn't make it
that's
true.
why the people go and film police stations
Okay.
and everything because we have right to exercise, otherwise we're going to lose it.
Right.
And see, this is what is happening. This circus is happening here.
But been detained under the Section 4 of the Terrorism Act. It's not a circus.
For
It's not a joke.
peacefully exercising my right to film in public. Exactly.
Whatever manner you're doing things, we have to
We're
investigate.
gonna go through the court.
Whatever manner
We're
you're
gonna go.
doing things, we have to
We're gonna go through the court and see who is right.
Well,
This is what we're going to do. This is what's gonna happen.
good. Maybe I'll tell them while you're filming cash and transit trucks, filming soldiers.
Speak with the judge.
We'll explain some
Speak with the
stuff.
judge. We can argue our case in the
Been
court
to
of law.
before.
Alpha Whiskey 4141 Victor.
Great job by the side.
And my
violating their own policy, abusing Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, unlawful seizure, unlawful detainment, unlawful search of my belongings, unlawful search of myself.
Just saying unlawful doesn't make it unlawful.
Absolutely.
I'm not coming here to lose my job.
Of course.
I don't act unlawfully.
When you abuse your powers like that, you won't lose your job. If there is a lawsuit, you won't pay, the taxpayers will pay. You have no downside. You have no downside. He's writing the whole. He's writing a book, I guess.
Just does a thorough job.
Absolutely.
The kind of sergeant he is.
Way longer detainment than it's unlawful to start with, and then longer than necessary.
What is?
Unfortunately, one of your videos was 33 minutes long. So, in watching that will take
now
up...
now you watch it. And
No, but that will take up a lot of the
for 10
time.
minutes, he hasn't given me the search record. What happened? Can I have the search record, please? He's chatting with the mates.
He's not chatting. They're discussing. Discussing the male stand outside filming officers. Where these get around officer safety.
Right, sir, this is your copy of your slip. Because of the paper we have, it's not too clear. I have a better copy in my pocket, which is my copy. Would you like to take a photograph on your phone of the copy I've got?
Yes.
That's clearer. So that's
can
yours.
I have my phone now?
You can have your phone now.
Okay. Can I get my bag?
Do you want to do this first?
No, I want to have my bag first and drink some water because I've been here for.
Well, we haven't got time to stand here much longer, sir.
Not detained, right? I want to take a photocopy of that.
I'm trying to do that for you now.
Yeah.
That's your copy. I'll just explain it to you. Your details there, refused. We know your male, your age you refused, your address you refused. They're the grounds of why you've been stopped. This is the date. I'll just put the time on there as well for you. I think we've been here about an hour, but are you happy if I put 1,400 hours? It's now 15.
I don't answer the question.
For the personal body warrant, the full time hadn't been filled in. I believe we've been here about an hour. I can check on my body warrant, but I'm going to put 14:15.
Let me know when you're ready to take a photo.
No problems. This is where we are, outside Charing Cross Police Station. And there are my details there. That's my warrant number.
So what is that PC code?
COAT.
5377
SO, which is the same
SO,
one there.
yeah.
And we are Protective Security Services Operations.
Okay.
Side department. So that's my copy. You've got exactly the same copy, but I'm mindful that yours isn't that clear because of the paperwork. Is there any more questions you have for me, sir?
One moment. Let me.
All I
Sir,
would suggest is if you are going to be acting like you have been acting today,
yeah.
the likelihood is around police buildings, military buildings, the likelihood is you should be expected that you will be stopped by officers and engaged.
All right. There's a terrorist, you're saying.
It is, sir. As I said, I'm still not satisfied how you have what you've been filming. Okay? Any other questions
One
you've
moment.
got?
So, are we done?
I'm just asking if you've got any more questions.
I don't have any more questions for you.
Have a good day.
Thank you for violating my rights. Alright, so I was just released by the sergeant. Illegally used Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. I was detained for more than 1 hour. My phone was seized. He went through all my photos and videos. He searched me, he searched my bag. Terrible. And this is the sergeant. He doesn't have any knowledge, ignorant on public photography. I was peacefully exercising my rights to film in public. Such a tyrant. The sergeant is such a tyrant. They went through everything. Yeah. So here they are. Now, terrible. And this is the other officer. He also detained me. I'm gonna request the body footage. Terrible. This is a bunch of tyrants. Bunch of tyrants. This is where the taxpayers' money go for. More than 1 hour, detained, search. They threatened me that they're going to seize my phone, so I had to unlock it. Otherwise, they're going to seize me. So that was a threat of seizure of the phone. This is the sergeant. Yeah, tyrant, absolute tyrant. Absolute tyrant, the Sarge. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, he went through all my photos and videos because he threatened to seize my phone. So under the threat of seizure of my phone, I unlocked it. He went through all my videos and asked me so many questions. I refused to answer 99% of them. Yeah, so that's the police today. We're gonna file a lawsuit against this bunch of tyrants. I'm so pissed off at the moment. So pissed off. Now let's go to the counter and we're gonna have a subject access request from the search. It's so annoying. I'm absolutely super annoyed. Super annoyed, really. Bunch of clowns. All right, we're out of here finally. Terrible, really experience. I was detained by the sergeant. He grabbed my phone, so he took it away from me. He detained me under the section 43 of the Terrorism Act. He searched me. He searched my bag. Terrible. He went through. So he threatened me of seizing my phone if I did not unlock it. So that's why I unlocked it. That was a lawful order, which was actually unlawful, but I follow the order and then I'm going to fight it in the court of law. So it was illegal detainment under section 43 of the Terrorism Act, illegal searches and seizure of myself and my property, and I'm going to get in touch with lawyers and I'm gonna sue them. So that's my plan. Yeah, terrible experience, a bunch of tyrants there, and the sergeant, I mean, if it was some of the low-ranking officers, still bad, but not as bad if it's a sergeant. It's a big tyrant, terrible. It's really, I mean, horrible experience. I'm out. I'm about to go home. I had enough. Massive fail of Charing Cross police station. Yeah, and that's it really. Let me know what you think about this video, and Good Citizen here signing out, and I'll see you on the next one.